Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Ginni Aneja here and I'm here with your reading for 2020. Let's see how this year is going to be. If you remember when I did the video for 2019, I mentioned that that is the year of the mother. Well, this is the year of, let's say, the father. Although the earth is always called the mother and it's the mother earth. So this is about the mother earth. Why is this the Mother Earth and why is it this the year of the Father? Well, Father is the one that brings us the stability. Earth brings us the stability, the earth that we walk on, and the financial stability that the Father brings in. That is why it is the year of the Father. Well, honestly speaking, in different sciences, they assign different numbers or planets to the father and the mother. But in tarot, the fourth card in the major arcana is of the father. And I believe that tarot and numerology and astrology go well in hand. So that's how I connect when I do my readings. So what does 2020 have in store for us? For the first thing, the most important thing is that this year totals to a 4. It totals to a 4 into 10, 40. Now, why are people scared of 13 number? It's because they feel that it brings disaster, it brings disastrous changes, massive changes. Well, it's not the 13 that brings the massive changes. It is the 4 that it adds up to that brings the massive changes. So this year is 4 into 10, 40. So just imagine the level of changes that this year is going to bring into all of our lives. Now, what is the changes that it's going to bring? It's going to bring changes in finance, in the career, in relationships, in personalities. And why is it doing this? Well, at the astrological level, there is an eclipse on the 25th and 26th of December. It starts from the 25th. Some say it starts from the 26th and goes on till the 27th. So this eclipse is a major eclipse because we have 5 planets sitting in the sign of Sagittarius along with the sun and moon, which is going to create the eclipse. Now, these planets are one of the major planets that affect us at every level, especially spirituality. So Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto are the ones that take us towards spirituality, along with the south node Ketu, which is sitting with it, with all these planets. And we have Mercury. Now, all these planets are going to bring that, because Mercury is there, is why our business, our career, our jobs, our financial status is going to take a shift, it's going to change. And I feel 4 is a number of extremes. It's going to bring in extreme changes. Either, it takes you, you rise, your prosperity rises, your spirituality rises to the extreme, or if it takes a dip, then I am sorry, even that is going to be at an extreme level. You will see a lot of people, especially since this is the year of the Mother Earth, and the Mother Earth is connected to the farmers. Sadly, you will see a lot of farmers probably, going in for suicide, going in for depression, a lot of businessmen going in for bankruptcy. Well, we will come to that when we do the video on finance. Right now, this is just a general video. I'm going to be doing separate videos for finance, health, and relationships because this is going to take long. This is it's not going to be over in a couple of minutes, and I'm sure everybody is going to get bored watching the entire video. So I decided to do it in bits and pieces. Well, coming back to Mother Earth. So what all is going to happen? Since it is about the Mother Earth, since it is about the changes, since it is about spirituality, because it's a 2020. 2 is the number of the moon, it is the number of the emotions, it is the number of the heart, the mind, the consciousness, the spiritual ascension, which the 2000, the 21st century has brought into our lives. For if you notice, Before 2000, not many were healers or spoke about healing or spoke about the spiritual sciences or the healing sciences. It was rare and it was counted as a miracle. Today, every area in every city has multiple healers of all kinds coming from all corners of the world, and it's nothing new. In fact, it has become so common that unfortunately, people who are not really well versed with the science and who are not very honest to their profession or their healing techniques, they, thanks to them, the name of healing and spirituality is taking a beating. People are running away from it, people are not trusting it, not believing in it because of these kinds of people. Now, Mother Earth, when we say change, when we say Mother Earth, what is the first thing that comes to mind? And I said this last year as well. You will see a lot of earthquakes happening. This time I will not say volcanoes. This time I will not say tremors which, give out, like there's no fire quotient here. It's all water, and water is the good water. It's not the bad water. So I doubt there will be any cyclones or any tsunamis and all. No, I don't think. Maybe tiny ones here and there. But basically, I think it's more about Mother Earth. It's more about earthquakes, and these are not going to be tremors. These are not going to be tiny tremors that will just shake you for a couple of minutes. No. Whatever will happen will shake the foundation of that place, of that city, a lot of buildings coming down, a lot of, this is, when this happened the last time, probably, um, the mountains, hills, valleys and structures, the natural phenomena of earth probably was formed, because unless and until these things would have happened, they wouldn't have formed. We all know that. Now, coming to earth, a lot of people, crystals were not very popular from the beginning. It is only the precious minerals that were removed, precious stones that were removed, that were mined and that were used for jewelry. Today we see all kinds of minerals and people talking about how these stones and crystals and minerals help with our life, help with our environment. It's being mined. A lot of mountains, hills, earth excavations are happening. I don't know, I feel when God put it there, He put it in that particular place for a reason. He put it there because the people of that region needed it. He put it there because that kind of change was needed, or spiritual upliftment was needed in that region. Today, when that is being removed and people all over the world are buying it and using it, I mean, I love crystals. I've loved them since I was a little child, and I used to just pick up crystals and stones and shells from wherever I could. So I don't blame people for doing that. I'm not saying that don't do that. I'm just saying that anything over is bad. And what is happening is, we are using crystals, we are having them, but do we know what to do with them? Do we know how they are helping us? We need to leave a little bit in the place where it is being mined from so that we can have more of it tomorrow. If we're going to overdo it today, we're not going to be left with anything, because these crystals and minerals have obviously taken thousands of years to form under the earth's crust, and it's going to be ages before it's formed again. So I don't think it should be mined unless it is really needed. Now, coming down to finance, health, relationships, I will come up with new videos. I just told you about that. But other than that, Okay, I need to make notes so that I know what I'm talking about and I don't miss out on anything. So I was talking about the eclipse. So this eclipse that's happening in December, at the end of December, is going to herald the change, is going to be the catalyst to bring about the changes from January onwards. I'm not saying it's only happening in December or January, it's happening January onwards. The effect of this eclipse and the subsequent eclipse that's going to happen in January is going to last till June, when another eclipse is going to take place. Let's see where that takes place now and what changes that brings, and so on and so forth. So, yes, a lot of changes are going to happen, and farmers, farming. Okay, so I will cut this short here and I will begin with the video on health, relationships and finance, because there's a lot that I'm going to take up in that I don't want to talk about here. This was just an introduction. It was more about Mother Earth. It was more about the weather. Yes, the weather is going to be, I think it's going to be pleasant, but it is going to be wet because it's a 2020 year. So expect rain, expect hail, expect cool weather. I would not say the summer is going to be very hot, no, but it's going to be dry. It's because it's Mother Earth. There is no air element here. There is no 1 and 5. There is no 9. It's more about 2, 0 and 4. That's all the numbers that we have in this year. So it's going to be about rain. It's going to be about pleasant weather, spring, flowers, and dry. Earth is going to be, I feel it's going to be parched, but I would not say that it is going to have, the summers are going to be really bad. I don't think so. Yes, it will when the sun moves in with the Rahu. The sun moves in with the Rahu in that particular month. Yes, and I think Rahu is in Gemini. So May, June is going to be hot, I feel, which generally is. But that is when sun will move in with Rahu, and that is when it will, make it really much more than what it generally is. So let's end this here. Do remember to watch the video on health, relationships and finance for 2020, because this is going to be a very important year. For now, I'm signing off. I'm Ginni Aneja here. If you need a personal reading for 2020, which I would suggest and advise that you do, because it's going to be a very important year and it's going to be going to bring drastic changes for everyone. If you need an appointment, you can catch me on ginnianeja.com. My number is there. You can WhatsApp me from there. You can go onto Facebook or Instagram and send me a message there. And I also do long distance readings on telephone, on Skype, on WhatsApp. So see you soon. Till then, take care. Have a great year ahead. Goodbye.